What's up everyone, how's it going? In this game we have Avely as our green Rus spawning in the southwest of Cliffside. In the northeast side we have faye as our orange Jeanne d'Arc. Normally I don't cast the same player multiple times, but these two did just go against each other. So I'm gonna do a best of 3 ladder edition with them. Hopefully they play against each other once more. I'm not going to spoil who won the first game, but there is a game 2. So I decided to cast it. And like I said, I hope there's a game 3 between them. That way I could just cast a full series, a full ladder series. And this one's going to be a little bit, I don't know how to put it. This is going to be a little difficult, I would say, for our Jeanne d'Arc player, because as Rus, you want to go out there and obviously collect your bounty, which means kill sheep, or not kill sheep. Eventually you're going to kill your sheep, but you're going to want to eventually, or you're going to go out there, collect your bounty, which means kill wolves. You're going to have 2 or 3, even sometimes 4 scouts out there on the map. As you can see, Avely's already starting to kill off some wolves, which does significantly reduce the amount of experience that Jeanne d'Arc herself will be able to get in the long run. And once you start getting up to like 4 or 5, you could even go up to like 6. I would say like 6 scouts, right? As you're aging up, and just start killing off the deer as well, or not deer, killing off the boar. Because then that's another 25 experience that you're negating or denying Jeanne d'Arc from getting. So this is going to be, I think this is could potentially be more of a Rus favored map, even though the stats do show it completely different, where Jeanne d'Arc does have the lead. I'm not entirely sure how, if the Rus do play defensively and try to go into a 2TC like how they normally do, 2TC fast cast, or yeah, a 2TC play. School of Cavalry is coming down for faye in the back of her base, and then for Avely still nothing. He should have the resources though. Oh, how is he down gold? He should have already had his. Interesting. He should have already had the gold by now in order to age up. Why is... Huh. Yeah, that's very, very weird. Okay, there it goes. So he should be going for the Kremlin right down here to protect his gold and stone. Oh. Wow, I didn't notice that. He has both gold, both stone right next to one another. That's really, really good positioning. So he can go for the 2TC play, even a 3TC realistically, and go for a heavy feudal. I think that might be a good chance for him, and especially since he's been able to deny so much experience from killing those wolves. We'll have to see what happens. Even if he how many tickets? It starts with what, 2 tickets, right? So that'd be 4 militia plus 3 scouts. That should be enough to run across the map. Let me see. I'm theory crafting right now too, trying to figure this out. So it spawns at your TC. Even with 1, okay. So that'll be 2 militia. Right, it's 2 militia per does it say? No, but I'm pretty sure it's 2 militia per ticket, per point. So then it'd be 2 militia, 3 scouts, go directly over here, kill the boar. That's minus 25. Where's the second boar? On the eastern side. So then you pull 8 villagers, kill the boar on the eastern side to deny that as well. Yeah, I like it. I think that might work. I highly doubt that's what we'll see, of course, but I think that might work. Especially since Jeanne d'Arc still hasn't leveled up. She should be leveling up pretty soon as well, though. There's no way that she isn't. There it goes. Woman at arms. No. The age up was too slow. Yeah, they wouldn't have made it in time. Like, that was a pretty slow age up. That should have came in about 30 seconds, 45 seconds sooner than what it did. And a little bit of scout on scout action. Avely does need to be careful though, because Jeanne d'Arc could just turn and kill the scout if she wants to. Early night coming through for Avely as we see the second Royal Knight come out for Faye. I think a good way to balance Jeanne d'Arc would be to, instead of make these Royal Knights, make them early Royal Knights. Because having such a powerful Dota 2 unit plus the best cavalry in the game in feudal, yeah, that's very, very strong. And now you see her beelining Faye and Jeanne d'Arc. You see both of them beelining it over to the other set, or to the other board. That's going to be another 25 experience going towards her. But like I said, Avely has already killed off a lot of wolves, so that's a lot of experience that has been denied. Militia are getting called as well. Okay, so this is kind of what I was talking about in order to try to deny it, but I don't think they're going to be able to, especially since it was scouted out. And no, the 25 does go through, but they might be able to kill. Oh, is Avely going to be able to? I highly doubt it. No, there's no way. Sadly, they're not going to be able to get Jeanne d'Arc. That's one thing that they do need to reduce, that they definitely need to nerf on her, is her movement speed. 1.38. That's absurdly fast for an infantry unit. She is getting really low though. She's stuck. The kill does go to Avely finally. Okay, able to keep two of the Royal Knights alive. One is dangerously low, but Avely was able to get the Jeanne d'Arc kill. That's the most thing, and that had to do 100% with the pathing right there. So you could tell that Faye was trying to micro her around the gold pit, but because of the way that the pathing works in this game, and by that I mean it just doesn't work sometimes, she was stuck. Jeanne d'Arc was just stuck right there, moving back and forth. She was unable to move, and that's 100% pathing problem. That had nothing to do with Jeanne d'Arc, or with Faye micro right there. She did a really good job in order to try to pull Jeanne d'Arc away, but pathing kind of sucks sometimes. We do get the second TC down for Faye right on top of the deer. Second TC should have already been down for a while. Yeah, it has been for at least a minute for Avely. Not entirely sure why those sheep are getting moved over to the second TC, but 7 sheep total have been moved over there. Currently 34 villagers for Avely and 30 for Faye. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Like, I really wanted Avely to go into 3 TC. I think that would have been the best thing possible, was to go into 3 TC, get that huge eco in order for a massive castle. Like, just go for a massive castle timing. 8 villagers coming over to the boar, place the mill, and not enough wood for the outpost quite yet, but as soon as she does, she should be dropping that as well. Wooden fortress in the wood line next to the TC, extra defense, very standard. Both players have been doing a very standard opener. For those that are curious, nothing too out of the ordinary 2 TC play for Avely. That's what every Rus has been doing for about a year now, if not longer. It's longer than that, except it's been different iterations of a 2 TC play. Not entirely sure what's going on here. That was a lot of idle time from the second TC of Faye. I don't think she had it hotkeyed, possibly, because we did see villagers were getting made, but just not from that TC. Chivalry is being upgraded right now, and Jeanne d'Arc is back on the field. Actually, let me switch this over to Faye so we know when Jeanne d'Arc dies or gets resurrected. So far, I would actually put this in favor of our Rus player. Walls are coming up as well. These are fortified palisade walls. They're not your normal janky walls. These are a lot stronger. And that's because Rus do not get stone walls until Imperial, when they get the, if they get the Spetskaya. And High Trade House. Is that a good spot? Actually, yeah, I think that is the best spot for the High Trade House. More and more walls. I did hear a delete. Don't know where that delete came from though. Yeah, no idea who deleted or where. There are a couple knights right here that are gonna get donated. Oh, those same knights from earlier that were really weakened. They will be able to pick off one, maybe both, including the scout. Nice little micro by Avely there though. The charge is going to come off from those royal knights onto the early knights though. Are they going to be able to reach? No. Oh, Avely, are you going to make it? It looks like he is. And even then, Jeanne d'Arc is, I don't know if Jeanne d'Arc's close enough or not in order to get the experience here. Nice little hit. Charges going off again on the Royal Knight. For one of the Royal Knights gets a kill. Jeanne d'Arc is too far. Okay, Jeanne d'Arc is officially too far to get any of the experience. So even if these do die, at least Avely isn't feeding Faye at all. But one of these units may make it back alive. Hopefully it's the Royal Knight. Or I mean, hopefully it's the early knight. Veterancy still hasn't came through for them quite yet. Okay. All right. So Avely sitting safe now in Castle Age. Gonna be getting veterancies up and running pretty soon. Walls are coming up over here on the northern side as well. Actually, they finished up, which is really good. The weird thing about this map though, about Cliffside, is the amount of walls that you would have to make to actually wall yourself out. So we do see walls right here on the western side, but it's not complete. He still needs to build the wall right here, build a wall here, build a wall here. Oh, he actually has to build the wall. Yeah, build the wall like right here, and then still build wall. There's a lot of walls that need to come down in order for this to be fully viable. A little bit of harass coming through over here on the western side. Able to get a single villager, one villager apiece. Has been killed. A little bit. Oh, freaking thing. That could have actually ended a little worse for Faye Chan right there, because she did ungarrison her units before the early knight died, and a lot of those villagers were weak, so the early knight could have potentially got a couple more kills. Where monks are out on the field bringing back the relics. Currently one relic is on its way. Second one, let's see, where's the royal knight at, will be coming out pretty damn soon. Second one in queue, third one in queue as well, and they will be making their way out onto the field and bringing back those delicious relics. Avely currently sitting on 65. Wait, how's he only on 65 villagers? That's very interesting. He hasn't been making non-stop villagers, because he's killed 3 so far and only lost 1. Plus he had his second TC up and running way before Faye Chan. At least what, 3 minutes before Faye? At minimum? No, at minimum to a minute and a half before Faye. So he's cut a lot of villagers in order to get up to castle. I'm pretty sure that's what it was, because there's no way he should be sitting at a 6 villager deficit when he's only lost 1 villager and killed 3. Like, that's not good. He's lost his eco lead, but he does have the tech superiority for now. Avely is sitting on 17 military, 8 crossbows, 6 knights, and 3 warrior monks. Faye Chan is sitting on 79 villagers, 16 military, 12 royal knights, 2 crossbows, and Jeanne d'Arc herself. But Avely does have 2 relics locked away right now, 2 more on their way. The 5th one is pretty much unattainable. There's no way he's going to be able to go back there and grab that. Oh, we are in for a good... Oh, a little bit of attack coming through over here, straight down the middle. 2 royal knights do go down at the cost of a single scout, I want to say. I don't think that was an early... I mean, a regular knight. That did go down. Sorry, knights. Don't mean to Oh, no, they still are early knights. What the hell? Why haven't you got your veterancy? You've been in castle for 5 minutes. Where is your veterancy? You know what? I do mean to disrespect now. 100% early knights. Come on, Avely. You're a, what, top 300 conqueror player. You've been chilling in castle for 5 minutes. And you still haven't got veterancy. You know that's the first thing you're supposed to do. Grab all your veterancy upgrades. Get that edge. Get that upgrade. He has the resources for it. Come on. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on, Avely. Yeah, right? Like, it's not just the UI that's bugged. It's no early nights. We do have 4 relics over here for Avely, 1 for Faye. It's on its way. Still has not been checked in. Will be pretty soon. There it goes. Where's your home? There's your monastery. Sacred site has been captured in the middle. They will be rotating around in order to capture most likely the other ones as well. There's, yep, there is a warrior monk over here on the western side. No way to capture the eastern one anytime soon. Villager does go down in the middle that was building up the wall yet again. And we have those same early knights still. Okay, veterancy is finally coming through. Finally. After 6 minutes in castle, we have veterancy coming through for our Rus. Veteran horsemen and veteran royal knights already through for Faye Chan. Faye is sitting on 103. What the? Wait, how many TCs is she on? 3 TC? Yes. Okay. Faye Chan is on 3 TC. Okay, so that makes a lot more sense then. So it wasn't that Avely was necessarily cutting corners. It's just that Faye Chan went up to 3 TC and I did not notice. I am a terrible caster. Yes, chat, I do agree. Drop your comments down below. It's okay. I accept my fate. A little bit of an attack going off over here in the middle of the map. Doesn't look like there's going to be too much of a commitment. That is a nice amount of royal knights coming through from the northern side as well. Where is Jeanne d'Arc? She's nowhere to be seen quite yet. That is a lot of damage coming through without her though, and it does look like Avely's going to be able to push this back very, very easily. If Jeanne d'Arc does show her face, she's gonna get wrecked pretty damn quick to the amount of crossbows that are present for Avely. 25 crossbows, 6 knights, 4 warrior monks, which aren't really doing much of anything anyways. Faye Chan is sitting on wait, gonna be able to get a kill before? Nope. Gets a little bit of experience, still able to hit level 3, but that's basically because of the passive experience. A couple units here and there did go down while she was around, but it wasn't a significant amount, and that was primarily her level up was primarily just because of passive experience. Yeah, I think it's like 20 minutes if you do absolutely nothing with her. She'll hit like 21 minutes, I think it is, something like that. She'd hit level 3 if you did absolutely nothing with her aside from, oh no, it would be about 20 minute, the 19 or 20 minute mark, but that's because you would grab both boar and a couple of the wolves out on the map with no unit kills though. Anyways, Anyways, 93 villagers for Avely, 41 military, 30 crossbows, 10 knights, 4 warrior monks, and a trebuchet. Faye Chan sitting on 125 villagers, 45 military, 25. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that anymore. Like I've tried before and I just keep butchering it. 28 French crossbows, 15 horsemen, 3 royal. Oh no, those are Jeanne's riders. Wow, she went with Jeanne's riders instead of Jeanne's champions, which makes sense because these are counter. Let me see. Where are you? A little bit of an attack coming down over here. Oh, nice little micro coming through from Avely, but that is a lot of horsemen there. They will be able to jump on top of the trebuchet and on the crossbows. Militias are being called. Does need to stutter step these crossbows back and just focus fire Jeanne d'Arc herself. That's actually a lot of damage that has been put onto her. Militia are too busy fighting the crossbows, but there are early knights over there, or I mean there are knights over there as well, picking off the enemy crossbows one at a time. Nice little pocket that Avely was able to find in order to filter through all of the longbows, or not longbows, all the horsemen through there, able to keep a majority of his crossbows up and running perfectly fine. And now what's going on here? Are you gonna be able to get? Yes, Avely is able to get Jeanne d'Arc, but there are still more and more units coming in. Avely has lost the keep that he had. They're currently sitting on 27 military, 24 crossbows, 3 knights, and 4 horsemen on their way. Meanwhile, Faye with 135 villagers, 39 military, 27. Wait, oh, the buyback on Jeanne d'Arc. There was a buyback on Jeanne d'Arc. This is gonna be devastating for Avely right now. Needs to pull, needs to kite all the way back home in order to not lose everything to the level 3 Jeanne d'Arc. That buyback is clutch in situations like this. And now we're getting more, or well, we're getting another outpost getting thrown up, fortified something. Wow, what is it actually called? I can't think of it right now. Brain fart. Wooden fortress coming up. One is going to go down to the double trebuchets, triple trebuchets up here. But Avely is only sitting on 27 military, 21 crossbows, 7 horsemen. They're not even veteran horsemen either. They're just basic. A knight and 1 spear is being made. Veterancy for the horsemen is about to finish. Faye Chan on 139 villagers, 52 military, 36 crossbows, 14 horsemen, 3 trebuchets. Jeanne d'Arc herself, and her riders are dead. Yeah, her riders are dead, but Faye Chan is going to be pushing in. Is she going to try to end it, or is she going to just try to hit for level 4 and then slowly push in? It looks like she's going to try to end this. Once the trebuchets do make it a little bit closer and start laying siege, that puts Avely on a timer. He has to be the one to decide if he's going to push into it or if he's going to get whittled down little by little while these trebuchets just wreck everything. There are 3 of them, so this is going to be a fast timer. This isn't something that you could just sit back and wait for as though it was 1 or even 2. Horsemen are going to try to sweep around in order to pick it off. Oh, Avely kind of messed up his micro right there. He is able to jump on them. He's going to be able to get 1 trebuchet. Second one is going to go down. Will he be able to get the 3rd though? That is the question. It's down to half. Oh, down to a quarter. No, he is not, and he is gonna give up 12 horsemen though to Faye, and that is a lot of experience. I'm gonna have to switch over to the other UI really quick to see what kind of experience she's sitting on. Where are you? Okay, so she has about 400 experience until level 4. Once that level 4 happens though, that's gonna be huge. That's gonna be absolutely massive for Faye Chan and for Jeanne d'Arc. A lot of damage is gonna be coming through from them. And then she also has the ability to summon a French cannon to start laying siege. Meanwhile, Fei Chen does actually hit Imperial behind this. I did not notice that. What does she use to age up? Okay, we knew that it was a guild hall, obviously the School of Cavalry. Where is your other landmark? Oh, it's gonna be the Red Palace. If it's way over here in the front line, going to be denying so much. Another little attack coming through over here for our Jeanne d'Arc player. Nice little stutter step coming through from Fei Chen. She is gonna try to run. Is she gonna try to run Jeanne d'Arc into the back line? Looks like she's trying to, but unable to. That would have been perfect time for Avely to try to focus fire Jeanne d'Arc down. And now Jeanne d'Arc's presence pushes Avely back because he knew that Faye was going to try to run Jeanne d'Arc into the cluster of crossbows right there and use Holy Wrath. Where are you, Jeanne d'Arc? You must be very, very close to leveling up as well. 60 experience going through right there at that moment. She was only 400 experience down. That means, yeah, level 4 should be coming up within a few more kills. I don't believe Avely's going to be able to hold on much longer. There is a run by over here on the eastern side. Does get cleaned up by a lot of spears. There is a huge amount of spears over there. They need to get pulled over to the front of the base though. If Avely does plan on holding up, he is dropping a high armory. Where are you building it though? In the middle of his base. Is that going to be enough to be able to hold this? I don't believe so, especially with the amount of units that Faye does have. That is a really, really good brace though. Level 4 does come up for Faye on the Jeanne d'Arc, and now she's just going to be doing a massive amount of damage. Runs into the center of all of the what are they called, crossbows, and just completely decimates them. Mega Dows are out. They are going to be able to clear up some of the back line for of Fei Chen. Skewers, braces come through, but Faye is just going to be unrelenting at this moment. Yes, these Mega Dows are going to be able to buy a little bit of time, but they're not going to be able to buy much time. The Jeanne d'Arc is very, very low, but keep in mind that she does take 66% reduced range damage at level 4. So it's going to take a lot more than these crossbows to kill her. Hand cannoneers do need to come out, or even straight up siege need to kill her. French bombards, like that's basically it. And look at the amount of siege damage that does come through. She does go down, and the buyback instantly happens. 1,000 gold, no problem. And now the entire base of Avely is getting ravaged. Not much that he is going to be able to do, sitting on 9 military to 56 of Fei Chen. That's just way too big of a deficit. Faye hitting, I think the main issue for Avely during this game though was the fact that he didn't get his veterancy upgrades as soon as he was supposed to. Like, he was sitting in castle for 5, 6, 7 minutes before he got his knight veterancy. That's not good. And it was 12 minutes into castle age, not even 15 minutes into castle age when he finally got veterancy for his horsemen. He was very, very behind in terms of upgrades, even though he hit castle 3-4 minutes before Fei Chen did. And let's see, what do we have? John's inspiration. Nope. Do we have any of her riders out yet? No, we don't. But at this point, we're basically just waiting for Avely to call GG. There's not much that he could do. He went for the high armory instead of the Spetskaya, so it's not like he has any hardcore defensive points to retreat to aside from his Kremlin. But the Kremlin's going to get wrecked pretty quickly to the French cannon, or well, I guess it's just called cannon. And a lot of his production has been killed off. A lot of the villagers have been killed off. 57 villager kills so far for Fei Chen, and more to come. Yeah, like I said, at this point we're just waiting for Avely to call GG. There's nothing he could really do. 14 military to 58, and there it is. GG gets called. Game goes to Faye. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.